He always believed loyalty was simple. You love one person, you stay faithful, no matter how hard life gets. But that night changed everything he thought he knew about trust. My name is Ethan Collins, and until a year ago, I thought I had the perfect life. I was 37, married to the girl I met in college, Vanessa. She was my best friend, my partner, the person I thought would grow old with me on a porch somewhere, laughing at silly memories. We were not wealthy, but we were comfortable. We had a small home in a quiet town in Ohio, 2 cars, steady jobs. From outside, we were a picture of stability. But inside, something was changing, slowly, silently, and deadly. It began when Vanessa started working late. She said her marketing firm had new deadlines, new clients, new expectations. At first, I didn't question it. Life gets busy, people work hard. But then her late nights turned into overnight stays. Her phone started ringing in the bathroom. She changed her password, and when I asked her why, she laughed nervously and brushed it off. One night, she came home at a.m., perfume to strong, hair to perfect, heartbeat to fast. I kissed her cheek, and she flinched. It felt like kissing a stranger. I wanted to trust her. I tried to trust her, but trust is fragile. And once doubt enters, it spreads like fire. A month later, I met someone I never expected to feel anything for, Claire, my colleague from the architecture firm where I worked. She was nothing like Vanessa. Calm voice, warm eyes, and this way of listening like every word you spoke mattered. She had gone through a divorce 2 years earlier, and I remember feeling sorry for her back then. But that day, sympathy turned into connection. I was sitting alone in the break room, staring at an untouched coffee. Claire walked in, noticed my silence, and without any hesitation, sat across from me. "You look tired," she said softly. I wanted to lie, laugh it off, pretend. Instead, for the first time, I didn't hide. I sighed, rubbed my temples, and whispered, "My wife barely comes home anymore." Claire didn't look surprised. She didn't gasp. She just held my gaze and said, "That must hurt." Those 3 words. They hit harder than any accusation, because they weren't dramatic. They weren't exaggerated. They were simply true. And when someone finally acknowledges your pain, your heart reacts. We talked for hours. I told her things I had never said out loud, things I was ashamed to feel. She didn't justify them. She didn't encourage them. She just listened. Comfort can be dangerous when you're starving for it. Over the next few weeks, Claire became the calm in my storm. I told myself it was harmless, just friendship, just someone who understood. But the truth, emotional closeness is the first door. And once you cross it, the second one doesn't feel so impossible. It happened on a rainy Friday evening. Everyone had left the office except us. I was packing my files when I heard her say, "You don't deserve to feel unloved." I looked at her, really looked, and the room felt strangely silent. The rain outside seemed to pause. She stepped closer slowly, almost unsure, as if she was waiting for me to step back. I didn't. I should have. I know that now. I had a choice. Loyalty isn't tested when life is easy, it's tested when your heart is breaking. She brushed a tear from my cheek with her thumb, and that gentle touch felt like warmth after months of cold. In that moment, the loneliness, the fear, the anger inside me begged for comfort, and I let myself lean in. Our foreheads touched, we breathed the same air, and right before anything more could happen, my phone vibrated. It was Vanessa, a message. "We need to talk." That simple sentence sliced through the moment like lightning. Claire stepped back instantly, her eyes wide with guilt and understanding. I stepped away too, breath shaking, heart racing, shame pouring into my chest. I wasn't innocent anymore. Even though no physical line had been crossed, emotionally, I had betrayed my marriage. I drove home with trembling hands. When I entered, Vanessa sat at the dining table. Her makeup was smudged, her hair messy. She looked broken. "I messed up," she whispered before I could speak. My chest tightened. "Those 3 words can destroy a lifetime," she confessed. "There was a man at work, late nights, secret messages, rushed mornings. It wasn't love," she said. "It was escape." It made her feel seen. She cried, shaking, apologizing over and over. I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw a chair, punch a wall, collapse. But instead, a strange numbness washed over me, because I knew now I wasn't the only victim anymore. I had one foot in betrayal too. When she asked if there was someone else in my life, The silence between us answered for me. I didn't lie. I didn't deny. I simply said, I almost crossed a line. Her face crumbled. She expected rage. Instead, she got truth. We didn't fight. We didn't shout. We sat there, two broken people, staring at the ruins of the life we built. Infidelity isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's silence where love used to be. It's loneliness in a shared house. We decided to separate not out of anger, but honesty. We both failed. We both hurt each other. But staying would have destroyed us more. As I packed my things weeks later, Vanessa stopped me. She looked calmer, stronger somehow. Maybe we weren't bad people, she whispered. Maybe we were just lost. I nodded. She was right. Sometimes love doesn't end with hate. It ends with exhaustion. Today, Claire and I are not together. We chose space, healing, because love that begins in brokenness needs time to learn how to stand in sunlight. I'm rebuilding my life slowly, painfully, honestly. And if there's one thing I learned, it's this. When your partner drifts, hold them close instead of letting the distance grow. Talk before your silence becomes someone else's comfort. Don't wait for the moment you almost lose everything to realize what truly matters. And remember, betrayal doesn't always begin with lips. Sometimes, it starts with loneliness.